That should work. Let's play some Jedi Luke. Hey Evan, how's it going, man? Sorry, I'm trying to read chat and do the 13 slash thing at the same time. Not ideal situations, for sure. Damn, that was brutal, man. My game was lagging so bad. Streaming this and trying to focus on the game, not the easiest thing. If you guys want me to try any of the new Zoom, like Mickey or whatever, let me know. And thanks for tuning in. I figured since there's no real reason to make a video on this event as you're just collecting the little Stardust stuff, I might as well do a live stream with it. So, yay. Come on. Does Parade Mickey give you guaranteed lights, Jessica? I didn't even know that. I just figured I'd go with Jedi Luke because I can probably kill a lot more of the lights with him than with Parade Mickey. Oh, does he? Alright. Let's give him a try. Should probably turn off gyro. Don't need score. Don't need bubble. Keep the rest. Alright, let's give Parade Mickey a shot here. That'd be super funny if I end up getting more with Jedi Luke, just because Jedi Luke is just so much stronger than Parade Mickey. But let's find out. Oh, if it's just the hearts, that's not that big of a deal. Because, I mean, I'll just skip the empty ones until we get the ones that have the sparkles. But I mean, like, during the gameplay, if he generates more of the sparkles, then he's definitely going to be worth using. How's the stream quality, guys? Is it okay? Is it lagging at all? There should be a slight delay, but other than that, it should be pretty smooth. Damn it. Every time I have last bonus. The issue I'm having is slug it out to Parade Mickey with lower clearing possibility or Jedi Luke with more clearing force. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was considering too, right? Do I play like a 10-minute game with Jedi Luke and then essentially force the game to just keep giving me the sparkles, or do I just use the Parade Zoom? But, I don't know. 104? We could do better than that. Let's try Mickey one more time. Hey Benjamin, how's it going, man? Alright, good to hear, good to hear. If you guys like this whole live streaming thing, we can do it more often too. That way you guys can give me like instant requests if you want me to try certain things or whatever. We can do it all. Just kind of mess around. Different concepts, different theories. Yeah, we can do the steamboat soon, sure. Is there one in particular you're thinking of, or like you're kind of leaving that up for me to decide? Hey Lex, how's it going? Yeah, apparently the event is on. Unless I'm imagining this entire thing. Could be, could be. Oh, I dropped my combo. What is this? Noobing it up on stream. Oh yeah. There it is again. Yet another last bonus. Always happens. Always happens. So we had 104 the first time around. Slight improvement. Now would be a good time to use the steamboat zoom because we only need like 25 more. So, all right, let's switch it up. Give Steamboat Mickey a whirl. Hopefully, yeah, I'm actually curious too. Let's find out how he does. I have to remember this version of Mickey clears the bottom of the screen. I generally tend to clear at the bottom. So, yeah. I'm not really noticing a big difference between the Parade Mickey versus this Mickey in terms of how many of the sparkles come on screen. Oh, that was a horrible, horrible time to set off the skill. What are we gonna do? The reality of Zoom Zoom. Yeah, the music ones would be nice to get once in a while on the international side, eh? It seems like almost every new Zoom I've sampled on the Japanese side has been musical. I don't understand why they can't just upload the wave files or whatever is required. I mean, we obviously have the same infrastructure for the game, so it seems a little bit weird. Yeah, exactly, right? But there is one thing that is better on the international side, and that is we get skill tickets with almost every single capsule, pickup capsule event that we've had. And I just did the one on the Japanese side, and the only reward I got was a copy of Snow White, which was good. But I mean, I really want the skill tickets on, because you know, my plan on the Japanese side is to get one copy of Jedi Luke and then just pump them up with skill tickets. But they're not giving them out like they do on the international side. So that's one advantage we have. All right. Yay. We need 300. All right. So we have a fresh game. Let's use Jedi Luke in this one and see what the difference is between Parade, Mickey, and him. Should probably turn on gyro, right? Yeah. Seems like a good idea. Okay, let's get used to the swipe here. Oh, that's better. Oh, I missed one in there. That's okay. Come on. Hate it when that happens. Such a waste. One tip I can give you guys with Jedi Luke is for the last slash, just hold on to it. Look around the screen, make sure there's other Jedi Luke you can form right after. You don't need to let it go right away. The clock doesn't, you know, keep going or anything while you're holding on to it. So Ah. Okay, so maybe it's not worth using Jedi Luke. I mean, yes, we cleared 25 more of the sparkles, but I mean, the game lasted a lot longer, so probably good to stick with Parade Mickey as Jessica suggested. But, you know, if you want to practice Jedi Luke, then by all means use him for the event. So Jack Sparrow, yeah, I mean, it looks like any of the horizontal clearers or vertical clearers are going to do a really good job at this. We could probably even use Beast for this, so yeah, I don't know. The other bad thing about Jedi Luke is I actually have to focus on the game and I can't interact with you guys, so I'm probably just going to stick with the parade zoom for this one. It seemed like a good idea. Let's use Jedi Luke, practice the skill, and do the event. But yeah, I'd rather chat with you guys. So. And this way I can level up the super weak parade zoom that are most likely going to end up in one of my high score attempts and ruin the attempt altogether. So, oh, I forgot the gyro on. Okay. Does this do anything? Now's the time to experiment. We've already thrown the coin away, so. Am I able to read Japanese? I can read hiragana, but I can't read the Chinese characters, the kanji. So, in essence, not really. But that's okay because the nice people on the internet have translated the majority of the game and stuff. So all you have to do is just look it up, and it's all there for you. The only real reason I'm even playing on the Japanese side is just so I can kind of sample the new Zoom before they make it onto the international side. I'm definitely not going to get that account up to whatever, you know, whatever the cap is now for the levels. I think it's like over 300 now on the Japanese side. So no way I have that kind of time to level up both the international account and the Japanese account. That's just insanity. Damn it. Yeah, that could be it too, Jessica. I'm not sure, but definitely more efficient to use Parade Mickey for this than one of the bigger hitters. It helps that his animation is really cool too, so there is that. Let's turn off gyro. That interferes a little bit with the speed of the refresh on the zoom. Alright. I think the time, if you have the coin to spare, the time booster item is totally worth it for this. Yay. So it seems like Pocahontas and what's the other one? Mulan. They already got released on the Japanese side right after I did that video earlier today. But they don't have any real interesting skills. Seems like Pocahontas is basically a Yoda clone, and Mulan is an Elizabeth Swann clone. So, yeah. I do not give my line ID yet, but I'm thinking of starting my own group. Just to kind of help people out with the whole hard trading thing, because that seems to be like the #1 thing that everyone seems to care about, how to get as many coin as possible. So I figured maybe we could set something like that up in the future, and at that point you guys will be able to get my line ID, as there's no way around it. It'd be really nice if these extra light bubble things kind of went towards your next requirement instead of just losing them all. That kind of sucks. Makes it a lot grindier than it needs to be. 6 slash is pretty good. I mean, if you know what, there's actually not that huge of a difference between the 13 slash and the 6 slash. I don't know if you saw my video called 13 slash, is it worth it, or something like that. But essentially, you can get the super high scores with the 5 or 6 slash technique. It's just going to take more attempts. With the 13 slash, you get a few more lukes more consistently, so you can put out the high scores more often. But 5 slash is going to do it for you, and at the same time, the 5 slash will give you a whole lot more coin. The 13 slash just doesn't really compare on the coin side of things, not unless you get a super good game that's going to last you like 12, 13 minutes, but then at that point, your coin earned per minute is going to be a lot lower than the 5 slash anyways. So, yeah, you know, not a big deal. Yeah. I mean, I was reading Reddit the other day, and someone used the 5 slash technique and ended up getting like over 50 million high score. But I think their player level was really high as well. So if you really care about high score, just work on your player level, get all your support zoom as high as possible, level 50 ideally. And the high scores you're going to be able to get with basically any other character at that point. So, like if you guys ever watched Seiji's channel, you know, he's got like the whole series, get 10 million or 20 million with basically every zoom in the game. Well, that's really easy to do when you're level 300 and all your zoom are level 50. You could even do it with happiness zooms. So that is the key, guys. All the support zooms and your own player level. So went on a bit of a rant there, but yeah, Jedi Luke 5 slash technique, totally worth it. If you can master that, you don't really need to go further. The whole 13 slash technique is, it's a lot of bling, kind of like this Mickey here. There's a little bit of substance to it, but it's not necessary. And the thing that is the most frustrating about this game is you're always at the mercy of like the random generated stuff. So how many my zooms you get on screen, you know, the type of support zooms that end up in your game. There's just no way for you to control those things, which essentially force you to play. If you're really unlucky, you sometimes end up playing like a few hundred games before you get a super high score. So kind of sucks, but it is how it is. I seriously doubt they're ever going to change that because it's kind of a way for them to push you to buy rubies. So, you know, they need to make money too. So. I should try Tinkerbell as well. We're not really trying to earn coin or get scores here, so given that she creates a whole bunch of magic bubbles, we might be able to pop a few more of the light orb thingies. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is pretty fun. I didn't think streaming the game would be all that popular, but that seems pretty cool so far. Plus, I get to chat with you guys live. That's pretty fun. All right, let's try Tinkerbell. See how she does. Yeah, my all my tombs are level 6, except for a few limited ones that the event was so unbearable that I just couldn't complete it to get all of them to their max level. But it's all right. If you check any one of the videos on my page, in the description section for the videos, you will see a list of all the gear that I'm using. So the stylus recommendation is on there as well. It's not a bad stylus. I think in terms of value for the money, it's probably the best one out there because you get 2 pens, and then the box has like 6 replacement heads or something like that. So it's essentially like a lifetime supply. Hey Denny, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad the videos were of help to you. I think Tinkerbell's actually better at this. I've been just chatting with you guys, but seems like the bubbles are actually coming in quite handy. Because when you're trading hearts, you don't have time to actually play the game. That's the drawback. Where do I live? I live in Canada. Oh, nice. I've always wanted to visit Australia, but it's almost a full day of flying, and that's a little bit painful. I'm gonna need to spend at least a month there for me to consider flying for that long. Vancouver's awesome. That's kind of my retirement plan. Maybe 50 years from now, when I'm old and gray and hopefully still alive, hopefully I can retire in Vancouver. But that place is expensive, man. All the rich people basically go there and buy the properties, and then it makes it really hard for your standard citizen to afford getting anything over there. I have been to some parts of Asia, though. Obviously, I've been to Japan. I mean, that's got to be one of the places on your bucket list, as far as I'm concerned. The food, and if you're into photography, it's just such a beautiful thing to explore the countryside and everything. Just amazing, amazing country. Plus, they have a Disneyland there, you know. You get 200 per heart that you collect within the hour that it is sent. So look at it this way: 40,000 hearts is about 8 million coin. So if you're sending hearts manually, just try to imagine how much time that is. It's not a pleasant experience, that's for sure. Yeah, you send back and forth between members, and depending on which groups you're in, some of them have ridiculous requirements, like sending 100 hearts a week to each member in the group, and then if the group has like 100 members, yeah, it sucks. That's essentially all you're doing. Like, that is the game for you for like a few months, and then you have everything and a huge coin stash, and you can forget about the ridiculous torture you experienced. Hopefully you can forget about it. Yeah. But I mean, if you want like the fast track to getting everything and not risking your account getting banned, that's the only way to do it, man. But here's the thing, like everyone is, you know, hell bent on getting everything maxed out and stuff. But the truth is, like, I'd say about 75 to 80% of all of the Zoom, they don't really improve that much past level 4-ish. So no real reason for you to put yourself through that pain unless you really want, you have that collector's gene in you. You must have completed everything in every single way. Um, but other than that, just save your skill tickets. Max out the ones that are worth maxing out, like Jedi Luke and Cinderella, and then just have fun with the game. No need to go hard on the coin trading thing either. So, why am I using Tinkerbell? I'm finding that having the bubbles on screen is helping me clear a few more of the light orb thingies. Yeah, or you can just play Jedi Luke if you were lucky enough to play in the game while the event was going on. That's the thing that sucks about these limited ones. If you just started after that event ended, I would probably just be like, fuck it, I'm not playing this anymore. Alright, let's try Mickey again. Like, imagine a new player, right? They just started playing this game. Then they find out, oh, look, there's a dedicated group for this on Reddit. And then they go and read all this stuff, and it's like, oh, Jedi Luke is just, he is a god amongst all other Zoom. If you don't have him, it's really unfortunate. You're going to basically gimp yourself until you're able to get him. And, oh, by the way, he's not available in the game anymore. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, well. It just wasn't meant to be. It's kind of funny for me too, because a lot of people come. Obviously, they have you know, questions about how to get better at the game, get better results, and I have to come up with ways to tell them that, you know, do you have Jedi Luke? Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. Well, let's see. I would recommend that you try this one and this one, and it's like, it's kind of, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think the developers could definitely raise the power level of most of the other ones in the game, just so newer players have a more positive experience and, you know, stick around longer, maybe buy a few rubies. I think it'll benefit everyone. Got 150 light thingies with Jedi Luke. Nice. Why would long-time players not be able to use Jedi Luke? Like in terms of their manual dexterity, or maybe they were off for that 1 month when the event was going on. Oh, I see. Maybe like in terms of score. Like you have a new player that just kind of joined the game and they're able to get like 25, 30, 40 million while the old players had to work for it for like a couple of years. Yeah. People get way too serious about this stuff. It's kind of funny. Hey, Yuxin, why not use Cinderella SL6? Essentially, there's no real difference between her and Jedi Luke. It's just the games go on for a really long time, and then, yeah. And plus, I actually have to focus, and I can't chat with you guys if I'm doing Cinderella, because I have to make sure I'm making the chains properly. And that is why I stopped using Jedi Luke before you came into the chat room. Because essentially you were just watching me swipe while I was not interacting with the people. So that's kind of boring. Yeah, Genie's really fun. Probably my #1 favorite. And Genie's actually pretty good at earning coin and getting a relatively decent high score. So not a bad one at all. If you've already maxed Cinderella and Jedi Luke, then yeah, why not? Yeah, waiting for Pete's punch is hilarious. You have like 7 score bubbles on screen and you're just waiting for it and it just doesn't come. Maui? Yeah. I got him earlier today, so I'll be playing around with him sometime soon. I really hope we get Moana next. It's very, very likely that we're going to get Finding Dory. But it would be so much better if we got Moana. Oh, come on. There we go. The problem with having too many score bubbles on your screen is that you have less and less zoom that they're going to count towards and multiply the score. In my personal opinion, I think any more than 4 is too many. She's better than Yoda. Wow. Damn. I thought Yoda was pretty OP already. Mostly score bubbles. Yeah, I thought it was all score bubbles as well, but you do get some other ones in there as well. Is Cinderella worth maxing? Absolutely, man. Cinderella is the best high score available right now. Definitely on the international side, but I'm pretty sure on the Japanese side as well. Basically, you want Cinderella for high score and Jedi Luke for a ton of coin. and a slightly lesser high score for when you get bored of making the 9 or 10 chains with Cinderella. How does the whole tablet thing work? I have never been able to imagine using a tablet to play this, especially with the zoom that require gyro. It just seems like hard. An iPad Pro? That's like using a laptop. But here's the good thing, though. If you're using an iPad Pro, there's no shortage of processing power and RAM. So you're not going to experience the lag that some of us Android users have to live with. And there's another big drawback for us. If you're playing on Android and you're using Jedi Luke for the 5 or 6 slash technique, once in a while one of your slashes is only going to hit for 10. I'm pretty sure that's mostly an Android issue. And if you get those 10 slashes frequently enough in a game, it's going to wreck your high score. So yeah, that kind of sucks. More slowly and longer? Okay, I'll definitely have to play around with that. If that holds to be true, I'll definitely have to make a video on that to let the people know that their suffering has ended. You can play Cinderella with a stylus as well. Just use both hands to pop the bubbles and use your stylus hand to form the chains. Now, it's going to be a little harder to make 10 plus chains when you're using the stylus, but if you can get 8, you're still going to be able to get some pretty decent high scores with Cinderella. The thing, I actually dislike Cinderella a lot because the whole time bubble mechanic, it's so essential for high scores, but it's also dependent on luck. Like, You can have the perfect technique and make your perfect 10 zoom chain and all that good stuff, but if the game just doesn't want to give you the time bubbles, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's one of the reasons I like Jedi Luke significantly more. I haven't really played with Piglet around too much, but I've seen some of the videos on him, and pretty impressive, I have to say. I'll have to fiddle around with Piglet. But I heard he was nerfed. Is that true? Like he gives less of a time boost now or something? I don't know. I'm sure he only got nerfed on the international side. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. 300 million with Piglet. Wow. That's pretty crazy. I wonder how many attempts it took them to get 300 million, though. I just don't think I have the patience to sit down and play this game for like 5 hours, 6 hours a day until I hit one of those jackpot games. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Less luck based for sure. I mean, you still have to depend on getting his MyZoom, but it's more likely to get MyZoom than it is time bubbles, so. They probably take breaks. They pause the game, um, recharge the phones, and then they come back to it. I hope nobody tried getting a high score with Piglet with the Galaxy Note 7, because essentially you're playing with fire, and that phone will blow up in your face if you're going to overheat it for an hour. So I wonder if there's any interesting stories about that out there. It's like, oh shit! I'm about to set a new high score. I'm at 400 million, and then boom, right in your face. That would be a bad day for sure. Battery acid everywhere, just not a good time, not a good time. Personally, I think the stylus that comes with the Note phones is the most sensitive and best stylus for this game. Uh, yeah, but there's that problem about having the phone not explode in your face. But the Note 8 is coming out soon, hopefully, so I may make the switch to the Note 8 when it comes out. It's like, oh, what happened to you, man? Did your house burn down over the weekend? Nah, I was just playing some Disney Zoom Zoom. Oh, don't worry about it, Benjamin. I still have my Note 2. That phone is a machine. I dropped that in water. I dropped it like a million times on concrete. Still 100% looks brand new. And it's not even supposed to be waterproof. It's like a 4-year-old phone, right? They probably didn't even have waterproof phones back then. Note is a really, really good phone. As long as you don't get a lemon or a bomb. But, yeah. And Yuxin was saying, like, just swipe slower and longer slashes. He's saying that it should take care of the 10 slash thing. So maybe give that a try. Let us know how it works out on the Note 3. I have not seen the Final Fantasy ones. That sounds sick, though. Is that part of this game, or are they making a separate one like they did it with Marvel Zoom Zoom? If they make a Final Fantasy Zoom Zoom standalone game, I will 100% play that. So we're not gonna, most likely we're not gonna see it on international, right? Oh, it will come. Okay. Hopefully. That would be so sick. See you later, Jessica. Thanks for tuning in. Have a nice day or evening. Wait, you're in Australia, right? So what time is it over there? Probably like early AM. Oh man, only card 8 or card 9 of 21. Oh, at least we get a premium ticket out of this. Or, yeah. Alright. Let's do one more. One more of these damn grindy. 460, damn. Alright, alright. Just the thought of doing 460, I can't seem to make chains anymore. 2:45 p.m. Yeah. The Star Wars one was brutal, but at the same time, it gave you the best possible reward that this game can give you in the skill tickets after K2SO. And we may never get that again, so yeah. Terry, you got some serious stamina. I do not think I could play that long. Unless something important depended on it. Like my life. That's why I have to tinker with other games like Fire Emblem Heroes and other stuff. I generally I need to experiment and tinker with things, or I will get bored pretty quick. Finish event by today or you die, yeah. I really like these events though because for the ones that have like actual missions and cards and things, I generally try to finish them on the day they get released so I can, make some tip videos for the people out there. But with these ones, I don't really have to do anything because you just collect the lights and you're done. So, yeah. My voice reminds you of Winnie the Pooh. That's good. So if you ever have trouble sleeping, you can just come to my channel, put on a video, and just, listen to the Pooh kind of soothe away your your sleeplessness. I do play Marvel Zoom Zoom, yeah. How do I score so high? I play this way too much. That's basically what it boils down to. And that sounds like a cop-out answer, but really that's all there is to it. You play a lot, you get better, you notice some things as you play. You improve your dexterity, and yeah, the score just comes naturally with that. And the more you play, the higher your player level is going to be, and your support level. So it just comes with time. Coin farming for Marvel Zoom Zoom. The way I grind my coins for that game is essentially I play the impossible and the chaos bosses, and they give out a ton of coin. So that's how I grind. I don't grind by myself. I play in the battles. So I think that's the best way to do it. And the whole reason I play Marvel Zoom Zoom is because of the battle system. If the battle system didn't exist, I would not play that game because essentially it'd be the same as Disney Zoom Zoom at that point. So. Jessica, I'm probably gonna take my time with this event. I'm not gonna rush into it. Besides, I'm actually on vacation this week, guys. So, you know, I should be doing other things, presumably, but I'm not. I'm still here playing the game. Hello, Lisa. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff to do even though I was on vacation. I do some photography as a hobby, but I've had some of my stuff put up in galleries and some people are purchasing it. And I had an order to fill out and deliver to a client, which was on a rush basis. I had to have it out to him by today. And I also had a crown put in yesterday morning, so I've been suffering a little bit thanks to that. But starting today, I actually got some time to myself for once. So. I was actually going to go to Vegas tomorrow. But then, what do you guys, what are you gonna think about me? I mean, you know, here's Moo playing this nice children's game, and then all of a sudden he's in Vegas and posting rather questionable photos on the Twitter. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work out. Backstreet Boys, probably not. No. The way I level up the Tsum Tsum so quickly, do you mean like their skill level or their actual level? If you're referring to actual level, I basically use either Cinderella or Jedi Luke because I can generally kill about 2,000, 1,500 to 2,000 of each per game, and that levels them up really quickly. If you're referring to skill level, it's because I have maximum coins, so I just max them out right away. So, yeah. Kingdom Hearts is awesome too, though. It's one of my favorite RPGs. Final Fantasy VII, however, is the best Final Fantasy and/or RPG that I've ever played, and I can't wait for the remake of that game. I know they're gonna do it in 3 parts, which is obviously a huge cash grab, but yeah. When that game comes out, I might stream the entire thing from start to end, just for nostalgia purposes. Actually, I put up I Am Setsuna, which is kind of like a mix of between Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger. And it seems like no one has really watched that, but yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it, so. Uh, Anisha, just all you have to do is go to the Reddit Zoom Zoom group. Maybe Yuxin, maybe you could put up a link in the chat for her since my hands are kind of tied right now. And basically, they have a new thread for that group every single month, and you can add people from there. And then, yeah, that's a good starting point. Then maybe ask some of them if they're in dedicated groups, and then they can help you out from that point. But definitely start with Reddit. Add some people from there, and get your feet wet first. See how you like it, because hard trading is slave labor for real. It's slave labor, and you might not like it. So just try it a little bit first, and then see how it goes. If you hate it, just remove everybody, and just play the game naturally. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes if you have a modest amount of people on your list. If you have a lot of people on your list, you'll be spending like 45 minutes sending every hour. And some groups require you to send, as I was saying earlier before you got here, up to 10 per day. So, not everyone has 10 hours a day to dedicate to this game. Especially if you're sending them manually. So just keep that in mind. I'm assuming, Jessica, that you don't send them manually. I know I'm going out on a limb here, but if you're getting up to 1 million a day, and you're able to laugh about it, I'm just going to assume it's not manual sending. Terry, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Because that's what I did on the international version as well. I was so worried about, getting banned and stuff. So, yeah. But apparently, almost everyone is not doing it manually anymore. So I guess there's not that much to worry about. Just don't like blatantly talk about it and stuff. So should be all right. Some people claim that they have been, but the reason they got banned is because they were bragging about it openly in the various group chats that they were in. Now, whether that's true or not, I have no idea. But yeah, that seems to be what the word on the street is. Speed, power, and balance is essentially a rock, paper, scissors system. If you've played other RPGs, it's like the same kind of concept. How does it go? Balance beats speed, speed beats power, power beats whatever. So it's just a rock, paper, scissors thing. If you go to the Marvel Zoom Zoom information option in the menu, it'll tell you exactly what the attributes are, which one beats which, and then when you go into the battle menu, when you join one of the games, you'll have little arrows that either go up or little arrows that go down. If they're going down, that means you have an unfavorable matchup. So change around your colors until you have the arrows pointing up. When they're pointing up, you have a damage reduction, as well as you do more damage to the boss that you're fighting. If there's no arrows going up and down, then you are neutral. You're the same color as the boss. So that's basically it. They also changed the Marvel game around about a month or two ago, where if you have 3 of the same color, you get an additional damage bonus during the bonus or the battle system or the boss fights, whatever. Which was kind of a cash grab in my opinion, since you need to level up more of them and get them to level 50 and max out their skills and stuff. So before you only needed your leader zoom to be the specific color or attribute. Now if you have 3 of each, it's going to be much better for you. The one benefit that Marvel has over this game is it lets you send to all the bolts, which is the equivalent of the hearts. The drawback to that is, while you can send to all, you can only do it every 8 hours, so you can't abuse the system the way you do with the hearts here. But at the same time, you press a button and you're done with it. So if you're not looking to rush through the game, then that's going to work out for you much better. And a lot of people have moved over to Marvel entirely because it is a little bit more casual friendly in that regard. Anisha, all you have to do is Google Zoom Zoom Reddit, and then the first link that you get as a result, just go to that one. That is the primary Zoom subreddit on Reddit, and you'll have all the posts, the links to the events, the group thread, the add friends thread. All of that is going to be there. So just Google that real quick, and you should be self-explanatory after that. Here, let me find it for you. In just 1 second here. Here you go. So if you go on there, you'll be able to find a sub or like a post every month. They add a new one where you can add people to your friends list. They post their line IDs there, and you can just simply add them and trade hearts with them. It's probably my fault, Yuxin. I probably disabled the link thing so people can't spam garbage in the chat. And if you guys post links in the comment section on the regular videos, they will go into the spam bin, and I will always go and check that place and release them to the comment section after some time. But you know, you haven't been banned or anything. It just takes me some time to check it, and then I'll release it to the general public. As Yuxin knows already. He was being nice enough sending me this example video, and I was like sitting in the trash for at least a day or so before I noticed it. Yeah, and Anisha, if you have any questions or you know, anything like that, the Reddit community is actually really, really good about, you know, answering your questions. There's a lot of really old school players on there that have been basically playing the game since it came out. And if you post some questions on there, they'll definitely help you out and, you know, give you some advice as well. So feel free to use it as a tool in your toolbox. Ghost chip. Yeah, I can use that. I just finished the game, so good timing. I don't even remember what Ghost Chip does, to be honest with you. Let's embarrass ourselves by playing like noobs here, or me playing like a noob and you laughing at my noobness. Ugh. The things I do for you, Benjamin. All right, let's check it out here. Ghost Dale. Is it Ghost Dale or Pumpkin, or is there a Ghost Chip? Ghost Dale, alright. So it turns an entire row into chip. Oh my god, you're asking me to play my least favorite type of skill set. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna take the time off because, you know, that's an extra 5 seconds I have to spend playing with him, so, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely play Ariel after this. Oh my God, that was brutal. Look what you made me do, Benjamin. It's all good. It's all good. We're just here to have some fun. No worries. Aerial, right? Let's give aerial a try. There we go. Jack Sparrow's pretty good, but Scar is still better than Jack Sparrow as far as coin earnings are concerned. So, unless you wanted him for other reasons, not a big loss. Not following my own time management principles here. As a result, my coin earnings are horrendous this particular run with her. And it's totally on me because Ariel is actually really good at farming coins. I used her quite a bit before I got Beast leveled up. Yeah, Ariel's pretty good. I like Ariel. Let's see what's going on here. The Ariel skill in Genie is broken. It's more powerful than Ariel's, I think. It covers more of the playing screen. Actually, Yuxin, I have a space. I have a very, very annoying space, and I'll show you what it is. I think this space will also never be filled based on what I've been reading on Reddit, because apparently there's some kind of dispute going on with the Nightmare Before Christmas rites. And where is it? Ah, there it is. As you can see, I am missing Santa Skellington. Yeah, Jack Skellington right there. Yep. I will never get that one, it seems like. Not unless a miracle happens. So, yeah. Parade Mickey or Tinkerbell, which one is better? Parade Mickey for sure. Hands down. Surprise Elsa? Yeah, we can try Surprise Elsa right now, see how she does. Yeah, let's try Surprise Elsa. Curious. Where is she? Alright, let's see how she does. Ugh. Pretty good though. Not bad at all. Wow. Definitely a good option for this event. Let's do one more. Let's see. That was actually a pretty bad game, so let's see if we can get a better start. Took me a little too long. The thing with her is, if you can get her skill going right away, then you can start chaining them one into the next. But that didn't quite happen for me this first game. Can you describe your 13 strokes you do for Jedi Luke? Essentially, the 13 slash thing, nothing else changes. Your tilt, everything stays the same. Gyro on, it's exactly the same as the 5 slash, except what you're doing is you're breaking up each of the 5 slashes into 2 quick slashes, if that makes any sense. So just do the same thing you do with the 5 slash, but instead of charging it fully, you try and space out each of the 13 slashes in such a way that you're clearing more than 10 zoom with each of the weaker slashes. That's kind of your goal. If you can get around 12, 13 per slash and squeeze in all 13 in there, of course your last one's going to be fully charged, and it's just a timing thing really. You just got to get used to it. I don't really know how I can do a tip video for the 13 slash thing because it's basically the same thing as the 5 slash thing. Maleficent, yeah, Maleficent Dragon is not limited on the Japanese. How do you even get the Japanese version? Well, I don't know how you get it on Apple because I know they're a little bit more kind of anal about their security, so they don't give you the kind of leeway you have with Android. But if you are on Android, just search up, I'm going to type it in here real quick. There's an app called QOO app, and it's not a legitimate app in the Android Play Store, but you can install that app, and essentially it lets you install all of the Asian region specific games on your device if you're using Android. So that's how you do it. Yeah. Yeah, you can't get it through the Play Store. You have to Google it and then just install and you have to grant permission to your phone to install a non-Play Store approved app, but no big deal. And it seems to be safe. I've done a lot of research before installing it because, you know, I'm very conscious about security breaches on my system. And it seems in the last 2 or 3 years or so, no one has had any real issues with QO app. So seems safe. Of course, always install at your own discretion. If you're not comfortable with it, then forget about it. It's not worth it. All right, let's do one more with Surprise Elsa. Let's see how good we do here. Man, it's so hot in here. I mentioned I turned some of my fans down to prevent all the feedback coming in through the mic. And as a result, I'm suffering. It's hell in here. Damn. Ugh. Terrible. Oh my god. What a huge waste of time that was. The Japanese version definitely has way more zoom. And they get musical ones and all kinds of special content that we have not yet seen on the international version. So, yeah. But as I was saying earlier, since you weren't here then, the only reason I'm even playing the Japanese version is because I want to kind of do a preview for you guys for the new Zoom that they're having over there. And yeah, that's mostly it. And also because I don't have a lot of the Zoom at level 1 or whatever. So if people have questions about level 1 or level 2 Zoom, I can kind of play on the Japanese version and give you a more accurate answer and make an assumption based on a prorated result from my level 6 ones. So that's another reason I'm not really rushing to max the game out. I'm just kind of taking my time with the Japanese one. Judy, your videos on opening boxes are fun. Yeah, you know, I try to make it entertaining. Plus, opening boxes is one of the premier happy times you get when you play this game. You know, it's always fun opening new boxes. Yeah, getting buzzed to level 6. Yeah, that's how I feel about Bambi and Baymax more recently. But I'm kind of letting Bambi slide a little bit because we needed her or him. No, her, right? Yeah, Bambi for the bingo card. Articuno, can you try Piglet? Not this time. I'm just going to finish this last card here, and that's going to be it for the stream. But if you guys like this whole stream format, for sure I can have another one, and we can try out some different things, try out Piglet, you know, some different strategies, anything like that. Bambi is male. All right, all right. Now that I've embarrassed myself enough, I can wrap up the stream here. Having played the international version first, how do you stand starting the Japanese version? I can stand playing the Japanese version because I have the international version to fall back on. So when that game gets frustrating as hell, I can just come play Jedi Luke for a little bit or play Genie at skill 6, and then the world writes itself all over again. And again, I'm just playing the Japanese one mostly for fun. There's no way I'm going to level up in that on that server the way I plan on doing on the international version. Hopefully one day I'll get to level 300 on the international version. That will most likely never happen on the Japanese side. So, Phantasmic Mickey is OP in Japanese at level 1. 43 chain. Wow, that's pretty good. I will have to get him someday. The Japanese version releases way too many. Yeah, that could be a problem too, right? You're basically forcing people to grind all day long and they're going to get burnt out and basically quit the game. So, not the best business model if you ask me. Lisa, if you are using Android, just grab this. It's called Kuo app, and it's going to let you install Asian region games on your device. If you do not use Android, I have no idea because I haven't used an iPhone or an iProduct in 6 years at least. So let's try another one with Surprise Elsa. I can't just give up. I need to get like 180 or something before I'll be happy. All right, let's go. Ugh, another bad start. I'm basically playing with Piglet right now. I'm getting more Piglets than I am Elsas, so. Hurrah! The plastic round tip has never broken for me yet. So, yes, I think it's good. Does my left hand ever get sore after holding the phone? Not really. I'm actually left-handed though, so there you go. I'm using my dominant hand here. Perhaps that's why it doesn't get tired. Let's see. Scroll up. All right, what's been happening here? Hope you get stuck at 489. Oh, I can feel the love, Yuxin. I can feel the love right now. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can put that level of support to good use. I feel inspired, definitely. I mean, when someone says something like that, you got to go and prove them wrong right away. That's how it works. 443 already with 56 seconds to go. Oh, man, what's going on? I have no idea how much coin I have. Nope. Especially now, because I've been playing with Jedi Luke for like weeks now to try and master his abilities. And he's probably added millions to my coffers, so I have no idea. $473 with 41 seconds to go. Well, um, maybe something will happen. Maybe I'll drop my stylus somehow, and then I don't know. I'm at 489 right now. Hey, your wish came true, guys. too bad. All right, my work here is done. But thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me. I wasn't sure how this whole live streaming of Zoom Zoom was going to work out, but it seems pretty good. You know, we had some good chats. And if you guys enjoy this format, I mean, I can definitely do live streams more often, especially during event time. We could probably all suffer together in the chat room while we're trying to grind out the missions and stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, we can make it happen. You likes the live stream. I actually had a lot of fun. You know, 11 missions got done today, and it seemed like I didn't even suffer too much for it. Yeah, that was good. It was fun. Awesome. So I'll probably do another one this week then, because again, I am on vacation, and I can definitely do another live stream next couple days or so, maybe. Possibly on the weekend. Maybe more of you will have some free time. Come hang out. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate your support. Yuxin, you're in a good place, my friend. Being on holidays is always good. I do work full-time when I'm not on vacation, so, you know, it's kind of hard putting out some of the content once in a while. It gets really tiring, but right now is the good time. What time zone am I in? I am on Mountain Time. So it's 1:43 a.m. right now. You're mid-years? Like mid-terms? You got some projects due? Yeah. It is 1:43 a.m., yes. I actually live in a different time zone despite where I'm situated geographically speaking. Usually I'm up till about 3 or 4 a.m. in my time, so yeah. Nice. Singapore sounds really cool. I'd like to visit there sometime. Four seasons of summer. All right, guys, it's been fun. Thank you again for joining, and let's make another live stream happen within the next couple days or so. And again, thanks so much for watching. See you guys next time.